Hi everybody, it's the multifaceted mom, aka Lataya, and I am back with another video. So today, as I said in one of my last videos from last week, that December 1st, I am starting to study for my national counseling exam. If you guys do not know, I am a graduate of Water University with a master's in clinical mental health counseling. And since I am in Texas, I have to take the national counseling exam before I could even start practicing as an associate. So, and also, if you clicked on this video, I don't know if I need to say this, but I'm trying to be a perinatal therapist. So there are a few steps that I need to take before I can be a perinatal therapist. So first, I need to take the test, and then I also have to get my certification in perinatal or become perinatal certified through Postpartum International. So right now, I am trying to focus on taking my test. I have about 3 months until I enter into my PhD program. I go February 29th, which is pretty much March 1st in my head. So that's what I'm kind of trying to rearrange my testing deadlines and timeline on. So I wanted to start this video right before I studied and just give you guys some things that I will be doing to study, which are, well, for one, let me just say, I'm not really historically, I have not been a good test taker. Like memorizing information, I have to study rigorously. I can't study for too long, or else I will forget a lot of things. So what I'm doing is trying to create a good enough time between the time that I take my test and the time that I start studying, so that it's not too much, not too little. And I know some people suggest studying 6 months in advance. Some people suggest studying 3 months in advance. Some even would say 6 weeks. For me, I'm trying to have that sweet spot of 10 weeks. I also don't have the expectation that I'm going to pass the first time. That sounds negative, but don't get me wrong. I'm going to work to pass the first time, and I'm going to declare that I'm going to pass the first time. But for me, I haven't taken a test since high school, and yeah, this test is 200 questions. So I'm going to put my effort or my all into studying it every single day. And secondly, I'm walking in blindsided. So I've heard a lot of things about how the test is going to be, what's going to be on the test. So I'm trying to pretty much kind of shape my mind around, I want to pass the first time, but 200 questions is a lot. But anyway, I have my materials right here, and I'm pretty much going to be showing y'all what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be recording me studying every day, my tactic for me studying. So I have to associate something that I do not want to do with something I want to do, which is kind of like habit stacking. And it's actually something that one of the books that I read, I totally forgot, really talked about something like this. So because I don't like studying at all, I have to associate with something I already have to do. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be scheduling 30 minutes right before every single meeting that I have for work throughout the week. 30 minutes before I'm going to study. So I put study time on my calendar, my work calendar, for 30 minutes right before a new meeting starts. And then also 30 minutes after another meeting starts. So right today I have 2 different 30-minute sessions to study. Tomorrow I have 2 30-minute sessions. Wednesday I have no meetings, but I'm going to put a 30-minute session probably like during my lunchtime or right as I start work. So then as soon as I come into work, I'm studying for that 30 minutes. And then probably studying right before I'm about to leave for right before I'm about to leave to go work out again or get the kids. So I'm also doing, my plan is to study from the book, and I guess I'll start talking about what I'm studying from. So I have two things that I'm using to study this month. Next month, I'll be using the study app that's like $20 a month. I forgot what it's called. I will put it in the description, but a lot of people have mentioned it already. But I'll be using that study app to study, and that's something I could do on a go every day. And I'll also be listening to Dr. Pam next month and all February. But for December, my focus is going to be getting through the Encyclopedia of Counseling. I already kind of separated it by sections, because it's separated by like social and cultural diversity. I believe one is like statistics section, counseling and helping. So I separated it by research and program. So it's not statistics, but I separated my book by sections, so then I can get through one section per every few days. And this book is actually very helpful. Another thing I'm doing with this book is I actually seen a study tactic, because again, I'm not used to studying, y'all. Another thing I saw with my studying tactics is, or like on TikTok, is, study something, read it, digest it, related to certain stuff, take notes. I have my notebook, take notes on it, and then do like one memory challenge that talks about like everything. Like, don't have the book, don't have your notes, just think about everything that you remembered about what you just read, about what you just studied. And that's something that you just want to keep doing repetitively, until you pretty much memorize or have it instilled in your brain, everything that you've learned. So I haven't studied since like September. So I'm pretty much going to be starting over. I studied for maybe like 2 weeks, but like I said, if I give too much time, it's not going to work out. And also, I was doing both my internships and finishing my classes for my program. It just wasn't a good time for me. And I was interviewing for like a billion jobs. My next thing that I'm going to be using to study is, this looks like a binder, but I actually brought some notes on Etsy, and I suggest you guys do it. This is 150 pages worth of somebody else's handwritten notes who passed the test. It's a lot of notes on Etsy of people who have like passed a test, people who just like recycle their notes. For me, this is good because it kind of organizes everything that I need to know in the sections. And from here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting like, this is talking about narrative therapy, main ideas, focus on the stories of people's lives, problems are manufactured. And so I'm going to be putting that type of stuff on note cards. And again, within like the last 6 weeks before I take the test, I have about 12 weeks until I desire to take the test. I mean, I could take it in February or March. I prefer to take it in February, because March, I just want to be like done with this and start kind of focusing on establishing my private practice, finding a supervisor, stuff like that, because I really would love to start my private practice before 30. But anyway, so this is kind of what I'm focused on. So this is what I'll be doing also in conjunction with encyclopedia counseling. What I'm thinking is I'll alternate. So one 30-minute session would be studying this, one 30-minute session would be studying the Encyclopedia of Counseling. And yeah, so that's my study tactic, and I'll pretty much be recording me studying as a part of Vlogmas, and also just like documenting my journey, because I cannot believe that I'm here. I cannot believe that I moved to a state where I can start a private practice and start getting my hours through that way. I love the fact that I have like a corporate job, and I guess I could talk about this in a different video, but I love the fact that I have a corporate job, and I don't have to charge clients like a lot of money for sessions. I could really get my hours easily, build my rapport, build my clientele on like a sliding scale, or do group therapy practices. So I have big goals with this. Very excited for that. But anyway, this is my study tactic. I'm very ready to study, and right now I have about 20 minutes before my meeting, and then I'll study for 30 minutes after I have my breakfast. So with that being said, anybody who is studying, anybody who wants tips, anybody who has tips, who have already taken the test, let me know. Put it in the comments. See you, bye.